It's our f27 m30 fourth day of being married and I already want a divorce. We are on our honeymoon and we are already fighting. We are visiting a city for the beach. We are in a different time zone. And in the south, he is complaining that we should be having sex every day. I am exhausted. My feet hurt and we never had sex every day. I'm not sure why he is expecting me to be different. Then he calls me boring because I don't feel like getting into the water today. He keeps begging me to go into the beach. I go back to hotel and he starts arguing with me about it. I told him he needs to be considerate that I am in a new environment, in a different time zones. And I was dealing with his drunk throwing up ass on our wedding day. If I could be considerate then, why couldn't he be considerate now? I'm tired of putting my feelings and needs aside. I'm tired of being accommodating. I'm tired of being nice. I am tired of turning the other cheek. I want to be single. I want to just live a happy life full of experiences, laughter and joy. I deserve a moment of peace. I deserve to feel peace. I'm tired of all of it. TLDR. We literally all told you not to marry this man. I thought some people were being insensitive, so I had to check your post history for myself. You've been deliberately ignoring or looking past red flags for at least a year now. People have been telling you to drop him and you went and married him anyway. Marriage and babies don't fix bad relationships. I have sympathy for you, in that you thought things would eventually get better and your expectations have been dashed. But what did you expect to happen here? Your post-history reads like total dumpster fire. Why on earth did you marry this man? I'm not sure why he is expecting me to be different. Unfortunately, it somewhat goes both ways. Based on your post history, he has never been accommodating or made you feel respected or safe or cared for. Given that I worry that him acting this way, trying to exploit your honeymoon to press you for more sex does sort of fall in line with how he can be. And maybe it took this to finally hit your limit, finally really confront it in a real way, realizing that marriage basically will be this for as long as you tolerate it. Couples therapy may be worthwhile. After all, you cared enough to marry. Though I would prepare yourself for him to frame you as the problem, as not being fun or wifely enough or something. YTF you marry him if you guys fight this often. Come on. Ya can't convince me that you didn't already have issues prior to getting married, cause most couples don't spend their whole honeymoon fighting. Just get a divorce then. Oh my God. It's you again. This is what happens when people ignore all the red flags and bury themselves in wedding planning. Once it's all over, they realize they're stuck with an arsehole. Why did you get married in the first place? Do you love him? What do your parents think? If you do genuinely love him, I would say wait a month or two after the honeymoon. Emotions can be really strong after big life events, and travel can sometimes put you in a really negative state of mind. Are you sure you mailed in the wedding license? Like, is it a thing to cancel a marriage and not turn those in? Your post history is a wild ride, sis. Well, what the hell did you marry him for? Surely you saw this behavior before the honeymoon. No? Your honeymoon is literally the honeymoon stage of your marriage. If your honeymoon stage is awful, how will the rest of your marriage be? Why do you marry someone who is awful? This can't be new behavior. Bruh, what is that history? I have an evil twin. I want a BDSM relationship but he doesn't. Is he manipulating me? Huh? Just whoa? So get a divorce then. He sounds like a jerk. But my guess is that he has been all along and you were blind to it or just hoping he would change. He probably won't. May as well cut your losses before you get in too deep. This seems insane. How old are you? It feels like you must be very young and impulsive. If he's so awful, if you're constantly repeating yourself, if you just want to get away for some peace and to be you, then why did you go through with the wedding? You accepted that your partner didn't respect you a year ago. Why were you expecting someone different now? I didn't review the entire post history, but I saw enough to convince me that whatever is true about the groom, the bride has a fearful, avoidant, disorganized attachment style and is now deactivating. There's therapy for it. Practices and thought habits, patterns that will make you more secure over time. Assuming he's cooperating, you can learn to say no and have the relationship you want with the boundaries you need. And hopefully he can respect your needs without expecting you to overextend yourself and burn out. Like this. Pleasers just can't do it forever. Judging by your post history, it seems everyone have you the advice you needed to leave him, yet you chose to still marry him. That's on you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.